You predicted 9th round knockout. Why 9th round?
I was just fooling around, but hopefully I can get the night. Hopefully, well, it's gonna happen.
You think he can beat him?
Yes.
You think he can beat Shakur?
Yes.
You think he does beat Shakur?
I think Shakur can beat him.
That's a 50-50.
That's.
I think they both beat Haney.
Haney good, bro. I think they both
Haney
beat
140.
I think
Haney 140.
Nah.
So, like, Shakur, right? Like, he look like he got skill, right? But to be honest, I'm gonna be real. I ain't see him fight nobody that's like.
That's amateur shit. Come on, bro. When that heat coming back at you, them niggas like, you can see it.
Yeah.
You can see it. They ain't really, these niggas just talking that way. And it's always, oh, he can be this, he can be the next. Nigga, prove yourself. You still haven't.
Gervonta Davis has issued a bold warning to Shakur Stevenson ahead of a possible 2026 matchup, insisting he would knock him out. Davis called Stevenson overrated and questioned his achievements, arguing that he hasn't truly tested himself against top-level opponents while younger fighters are already making a bigger impression.
Who have Shakur, what have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him.
Who that?
The Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this. I keep screaming his name, he haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who
I
might
keep
be
saying
afraid?
his name for?
Gervonta Davis also brushed off any notion that he fears Shakur Stevenson, saying there's nothing threatening about a fighter who rarely attacks. He criticized Stevenson's overly defensive style, insisting that a true contender needs real offensive intent, something he feels Stevenson doesn't bring to the ring.
So what do you say to those who might be saying that, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of something, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only win in basketball and football. That shit win in boxing.
Shakur Stevenson is prepared for any challenge and eager to face more top-level opponents. In that light, he sees a fight with Gervonta Davis as a prime opportunity to strengthen his legacy.
Who's next? I told y'all who I want to fight. I can't keep saying the same thing. I already told y'all who I want to fight. The best versus the best. That should be my next fight. I told y'all I'm a dog. I'm top level, elite level fighter. So let's make boxing great again. Let's put the best fighters in the ring with each other, and let's see who come out victorious.
Shakur Stevenson sees his rivalry with Gervonta Davis as more than just trash talk, saying it comes from Davis realizing he's a serious threat. He noted that Tank's attitude has changed over time, moving from casual dismissal to visible frustration whenever Stevenson's name comes up, which Stevenson takes as proof that Davis knows he poses real danger in the division.
Wanted to focus on, the upcoming task, which was Zepeda, but there was a time where you guys were pretty cool, right?
Yeah, for sure.
What changed?
Competition. As you get older, you start to know what competition is, and he kind of looked at me like I feel like I was a threat. Which is rightfully so. Like, I don't blame him for the way that he looked at me. But it is what it is. It's two guys that just want to be the best in our sport, and we were ready to lay it all on the line.
Did he say to you, like, yo, I don't want to be friends, or we can't, or is it just like a gradual thing where it started to become more distant?
Now you just know energy. You know energy. Once you feel the energy that's coming at you, you understand, like, okay, I get it.
When do you think that started to change?
I think as he kind of matured and got older. Once you get older and mature, his energy kind of let it be known, like, yeah, you the ops.
Shakur Stevenson believes Gervonta Davis fully realizes the threat he poses in a potential fight. He contrasted their approaches, describing Davis as protective of his standing, while Stevenson welcomes the toughest challenges to prove himself among the elite.
The level
For
that you're
sure,
at now.
He knew exactly. Deep down inside, he could sit here and say, I'm not this, I'm not a good fighter, I'm not that, but deep down inside, he knows that I'm the truth.
Right.
So with him knowing that, he knows that I'm the biggest threat around where he's at.
Do you see he gets very upset when people ask him about you?
Yeah. I think that's insecurity, though. I think he's insecure.
Because he knows that you give him trouble? Like, what's he insecure about, in your opinion?
With top level guys like him, cause like I'm kind of different. I look at things like competition, but like his mentality is more so like it's either me or it's nobody. It's not a 1A, 1B, or you don't have nobody equal to you. So I understand his mentality, but I like to prove that I'm the best. So we kind of just moving.
The boxing world is eager to see this matchup, expecting a thrilling and closely contested fight. Expert Teddy Atlas believes Gervonta Davis is the only fighter who might crack Shakur Stevenson's style, noting Stevenson's speed, footwork, precision, and distance control make him very tough to beat. Still, Atlas thinks Davis has the skills needed to challenge Stevenson and possibly come out on top.
Because Shakur Stevenson is that difficult, because of his style, because of his abilities, because of his eyes, because of his, his legs, that his hand speed, the way that he controls range. Tank Davis is the only guy that I can see that could possibly decipher that style and beat Shakur Stevenson.
Roy Jones Jr. says Shakur Stevenson's discipline gives him an advantage over Gervonta Davis, highlighting how Stevenson stays focused at key moments, while Davis can struggle with consistency and outside distractions. Still, Jones notes that if Davis is fully motivated and locked in, his skills and natural abilities make him a threat to anyone in the ring.
Sometimes Gervonta has problems with this, but we have never seen Shakur have problems with this. We've seen him be more disciplined at the right times than we've seen him not have discipline. So with the fight being like it is right now, I would lean towards Shakur because of his discipline, but don't get twisted. If somebody could beat him, Tank Davis would be that person because of his intangibles. When Tank is disciplined and got his mind on right, Tank is a problem for anybody. Because Tank can fight better than most people think he can. It's just that sometimes his outside antics get the better of him and it makes people think less of him, but don't underestimate Tank Davis. If Tank is motivated and ready to fight, Tank is a problem for anybody.
Terrence Crawford explains why he favors Shakur Stevenson over Gervonta Davis, saying Tank would struggle to land his power shots against Stevenson due to his tight defense and sharp timing. He points out that Davis usually gains strength in the later rounds, but early on he often misses, and against a precise and disciplined fighter like Stevenson, those early openings could be quickly exploited, giving Stevenson a clear tactical advantage in the matchup.
I'm telling you, as a fighter, I will pick Shakur because I don't believe Tank will be able to land those big shots on Shakur like he does everybody else.
Right.
Shakur defense is just too tight. And not only Shakur, Keyshawn either.
Oh, you don't think Key either? Even right now, I feel like it's a little Key nice though, but it might be a little early for Key right now.
Listen, Tank get hits a lot. Tank, in my eyes, Tank is always losing until he's not.
Yeah, a lot of times, yeah.
If you watch those fights,
well, at least in the early rounds, middle rounds he start coming up. But I see what you're saying. Them early rounds, yeah.
Let Keyshawn start hitting them like everybody else hitting them. Let him start hitting them with everybody else, like everybody else hitting them.
Yeah.
Man, he gonna clean him. He punches too sharp.
Oscar De La Hoya fully backs Gervonta Davis to knock out Shakur Stevenson, arguing that Tank's aggressive forward pressure and heavier punching power could eventually overpower Stevenson's cautious, back-foot-oriented style. He explains that their styles are very different. Stevenson stays tall, moves carefully on his back foot, and lands one or two precise punches at a time, while Davis takes bigger risks, pushes forward constantly, and carries immense power, making him capable of delivering a brutal knockout. Mike Tyson also weighs in on the matchup, siding with Davis while recognizing Stevenson's technical skill and brilliance, which can make him seem less exciting to watch. Tyson emphasizes that Davis's relentless aggression, strength, and intimidating presence in the ring could push Stevenson to his limits, making Tank one of the most dangerous and formidable fighters in boxing right now, and a true threat to anyone he faces.
Who will win out of Shakur and Gervonta?
Gervonta Davis?
Yeah.
I like to go with Tank. Everyone's going to go with Tank, It will be a very interesting fight. Shakur takes a good shot, though. He's a specialist. That's why some fights that he doesn't look good in, because he's so superior. He is boring watching sometimes. But he's a specialist. He knows what he's doing. He's hard to beat. To bring out the best in Shakur, you got to pressure him like Tank. Tank will bring out the best of him, and we'll see a great fight. Tank is just a monster.
Floyd Mayweather highlights the key contrast between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson, describing Davis as the most dangerous puncher in the lightweight division, while Stevenson is the most technically skilled fighter. He emphasizes that Stevenson focuses on proving himself against the top names in boxing rather than relying solely on knockout power, following a path similar to Pernell Whitaker, who wasn't known for big punches but stayed exciting, tough, and consistently faced the best opponents. Mayweather points out that with Stevenson's contract nearing its end, the right opportunity could take his career to the next level. Meanwhile, boxing YouTuber Show breaks down the Stevenson vs. Davis matchup, calling it tough to predict. He notes that Stevenson has faced a wider range of skilled opponents, giving him more experience and preparation against high-level competition, while Davis might struggle to adjust to Stevenson's precise style, making the fight a fascinating clash between raw power and technical mastery.
Tank fought that can get him prepared for Sugar. Nobody, bruh. Right, Ryan. Sugar versus Oscar Valdez, Conceição, and Frank Martin. I think he'll be more prepared for Tank than Tank would be for him. I'm not saying Sugar wins. I'm just saying if you look at their resume, Sugar, he's more prepared for Tank.
Boxing analyst Fannin sees a fight with Gervonta Davis as a major opportunity for Shakur Stevenson, pointing out that Davis's track record speaks volumes. Many of the fighters he defeats eventually become world champions, showing the high level of competition he faces. Ryan Garcia is a prime example, often mentioned as a future opponent for Stevenson despite losing to Davis, highlighting Tank's dominance. For Fannin, these results confirm that Davis remains the top star in the division, making a showdown with Stevenson both significant and career-defining.
Gervonta Davis is a huge fight for Shakur Stevenson, and for people to act like the biggest fight in boxing is with somebody like Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia is absolutely ridiculous. Now, why do we know that Gervonta Davis is such a big fight? Because Gervonta Davis has now beaten, I do believe, 5 or 6, I think it's 6 people that he beat went on to win world championships, including Ryan Garcia, who people are saying Shakur Stevenson should fight next.
Boxing analyst Fannin makes a strong case for Gervonta Davis, insisting that Tank belongs among the sport's elite pound-for-pound fighters. He points out that much of the criticism against Davis isn't just debate or personal opinion but is often driven by promotional agendas, with some figures in boxing seizing every opportunity to undermine him. According to Fannin, these attacks are calculated attempts to challenge Tank's position at the top rather than genuine assessments of his skill.
This kid is an exceptional fighter. He's one of the top 10 pound-for-pound fighters in the world. And there has been a campaign to run this guy's name down because he's with the PBC, or he's not with Matchroom, or he's not with DAZN, or he's not with Ring. So these people who are the loudest talkers in all of boxing all conspire to, or collude, I should say, collude, not conspire, collude to interpret every negative thing that happens about Gervonta in a way to eliminate him and want him out of boxing.
Additionally, Claressa Shields ranks Shakur Stevenson as the top fighter in his division, ahead of Gervonta Davis and other leading contenders. She praises Stevenson's technical skill, consistency, and ability to control opponents across multiple weight classes. While acknowledging Davis's power and explosiveness, Shields believes Stevenson has faced tougher challenges and shown greater overall mastery in the ring.
Shakur is the best. To me, he's better than Tank. He's better than Devin. He's better than Ryan. He's better than Teofimo when it comes to those weight classes. Yeah. Shakur, to me, is the best. He is me. I tell him all the time, you ain't got to prove nothing to them casuals. Ain't never laced up. And you think Shakur got to prove something to you. You sound stupid. Go glove up first. I done seen that boy do some miraculous things inside of a gym. Beat guys up from his weight class all the way up to 178.
Because you know the big one, they want, Shakur and Tank. That's the one everybody talking about. That's the one they want. Tank is
be mad at me, boy. And that lead up.
You gonna go crazy in that?
Y'all be calling me ugly for real then?
Do you think that's a 50-50?
I'm not gonna ever dismiss a fighter. I think that Tank got some great skills and got some hard ass punches. He's so explosive, but so is Shakur. Yeah. Shakur has, to me, faced harder challenges than...
Sean Porter believes a fight against Shakur Stevenson would push Gervonta Davis to a whole new level, forcing him to fight smarter and more strategically. He emphasizes that true ring IQ is shown when a fighter can adjust and adapt on the fly, and going up against a technically skilled and disciplined opponent like Stevenson would require Davis to constantly make tactical changes throughout the fight. Porter predicts that, as a result, Tank would approach this bout with greater calculation, versatility, and awareness than in any of his previous matches, making it one of the most challenging and defining fights of his career.
The fight with Shakur, you're going to see this boxing style that you don't usually get from Tank. You're going to see IQ. We saw IQ, but to me, it was low IQ because you see somebody's IQ take place when a fighter makes an adjustment, and now you have to adjust to what that fighter is doing. And that's kind of where you see
who's smart,
you know what I mean?
Who get a hold of it.
I think my fight with Terrence shows a very high level of IQ from both of us. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And that's what Tank is gonna do with Shakur. He's gonna come into the ring and be a different version of himself than he's had to be before.
Richardson Hitchens recalls the first sparring session between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson as intense and evenly matched. Davis landed a sharp, heavy punch early on, but Stevenson handled it with ease. Throughout the session, both fighters continuously adapted, exchanged blows, and tested each other, showcasing their skill, resilience, and ability to handle a true back-and-forth battle.
Like him and Shakur sparred that first time, like he caught Shakur with a good shot. Boom. He didn't hurt Shakur or nothing, but it was like you could tell like if it was 8-ounce gloves, we don't know how Shakur would have reacted. It was like because I remember him sparring Shakur, he caught Shakur with like a clean shot. Boom. And Shakur didn't shake up or do nothing, but it was a clean shot. I'm like, nigga, you sure you could take another one of that? And Shakur like, what? Like he took off his shirt and they started bumping like that. Now they going back and forth.
Oh. Hold on, was it sparring? Yeah. Was it competitive, close, all that, Shakur and Tank?
Nah, yeah, it was competitive. Then like the second time, like they sparred, like it was like a chess match. Like now Tank know, like, all right, he's really nice. Like Shakur really nice. Like all that walk down shit. Like I got a box. Like this nigga, like I can't just walk him down. Like he can really fight. So it was like Tank like switched his strategy up and like same shit. Like now Tank trying to come and walk me down. I'm in there like we fighting. Like it's back and forth competitive. I'm talking shit.
Richardson Hitchens reflects on the long-standing rivalry between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson, noting that although they grew up knowing each other, they were never close. He remembers Davis giving Stevenson free sparring sessions, often training late into the night to help him improve. Hitchens sees their feud as a clash of elite talent but emphasizes respect for both fighters' journeys, insisting that the best fighter should win while ensuring that neither suffers serious injury, highlighting both the intensity and professionalism of their competition.
How did it feel being in the middle of that and Shakur? Because you good with Shakur, you good with Tank. How did it feel being in the middle of that war?
You know, Shakur and Tank knew each other since kids, but they really wasn't like friends like that. And then when we really helped Tank for the Pedraza fight, he was like, he took us like in, like, damn, like these young boys sparring me for free. You know, like you're a champion, you signed to Floyd, like you could be giving us a few hundreds or something. Like we're giving you unlimited rounds. It was time he would take off the belt. Like we giving you like rounds for your first championship. We're still amateurs. And he kind of was like, he appreciated that. And I never understood why he appreciated till now. Like, when I'm a pro, I'm champion, I'm like, damn, I gotta pay guys for sparring. Like well, box for free, yeah. So it's like, Tank when the spar, we'll be in the gym, but we've done spar Tank at 2, 3 in the morning, helping him get ready for Pedraza. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so how did that feel though? You in the middle of that, they beefing with each other.
And... Oh yeah, it was like, it got weird because I always knew like these two dudes is gonna be like it. From like 2017 when they spar, I'm like, these two dudes is like, I know like, they're small, like, I know the skill set, I know the generational talent I'm, you know, around, I'm witnessing. And we was in Houston one time, this was before Shakur moved down to Houston, and like, I got them to chop it up. Like I told them, like, you know, Shakur pull up on us, we bowling, like Tank here, like, y'all come chop it up. They chopped it up, we kicked it for like a few days, everything was cool, then shit got sour again. It's like, to me, I look at it like this, like, I don't care for y'all beef. Like, at the end of the day, we all come from nothing. We all come from making no money. We blessed to be in this position. So to me, it's like, man, y'all fight, may the best man win, and I don't care, as long as none of y'all...
Abdullah Mason, on the other hand, favors Shakur Stevenson in a potential fight with Gervonta Davis, citing Stevenson's precision and technical skill as his key advantage. He notes that Davis's last performance raised some doubts, while praising trainer Roach's recent work, which exceeded expectations and reinforced Mason's belief that Stevenson would likely come out on top.
Who wins if Tank fights Shakur?
Based off the last Tank fight, you know, I'm probably leaning towards Shakur in that one.
Wow, were you surprised at Roach's performance against Tank?
I didn't expect Roach to be as sharp. You know, I knew he was coming with some good work. You know, I knew he could fight. You know, I actually fought his little brother in the amateurs, you know, back then. And I knew that Roach, you know, I knew that he could fight. But before that fight, I'm thinking, you know, Tank was going to kind of do what Roach did. But Roach, I feel like he was a little bit.
Carmel Moughton sees a Gervonta Davis versus Shakur Stevenson fight as extremely close, almost a coin flip. He notes that Stevenson's ability to absorb heavy punches is still untested, leaving questions about how he would handle Davis's power. The fight could go either way. Stevenson might use his skill to win rounds, or Davis could take control if his punches connect effectively. Overall, Moughton leans just slightly in favor of Stevenson.
It's also a 50-50 fight, you know. That could really go either way. We never seen Shakur's chin tested, so we don't really know if he has a chin to take Tank's shots. But because he don't get hit. But maybe he does have a chin. He takes Tank's shot, and then he just keeps landing, winning them rounds because Tank give away rounds. Maybe he wins unanimous decision, or maybe he doesn't have a chin, and Tank does what he does. So I don't really know. I'm gonna lean towards Shakur.
That's a wrap for today's video. What do you think about all this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let us know.